JavaScript values and variables. What are JavaScript values? What are JavaScript variables? Let's start with values. In JavaScript, a value is literally a piece of data. You can think of a JavaScript value as the smallest unit of information that you can work with in JavaScript. And values can, they differ. They can be anything, actually. Hello is a value. Demisola is a value. 35 is a value. 0.234 is a value. If we have this object of data, name, John, age, 30, gender, male, that's a value. I mean, it's information, so it's a value. If we have this array of colors, we have red, we have yellow, we have green, and we have blue. That's a value, right? These things are information, so they are values in JavaScript. Now let's talk about variables. In JavaScript, a variable is like a container that holds a value. You can think of it as a box as well, a box that holds a value, that can hold a value, or maybe a label for a value. And variables are very useful in the sense that they help us to reuse our values over and over again in our code without having to rewrite that value over and over again. And this is what I mean. If we have this statement, let age equals 25. 25 is our value, but age here is our variable, like our container that houses 25, right? If we have let name equals Alice, Alice is our value, and name is our variable. Let is student equals true. True is our value. Is student is our variable, is our container that houses true. So here we can see that age, name, is student, they are all variables, they are containers, while 25, Alice, and true are values that are contained in our variables that are like the container. It's not confusing, right? The values are like the data, the information itself, while the variable is the container that houses that piece of information. Are we good? In JavaScript, you can use your variable anywhere. So I can call age anywhere. I can call name anywhere. I can call is student anywhere in my code. And JavaScript is smart enough to interpret our variable to the value. That is, once JavaScript sees name here, JavaScript automatically knows that name is Alice. So wherever you call name in your code, JavaScript is automatically interpreting it to Alice. So you don't have to go over and write Alice and Alice and Alice everywhere. You can just call your name and JavaScript knows that what you mean is Alice. How do we create a value and a variable? In JavaScript, we declare a variable. That's the term used. You declare a variable. So how do we declare a variable? We have some major keywords in JavaScript that can be used to declare a variable. We have let, we have var, and we have const. Understanding this difference is a whole topic, but I'm just going to brief it. Let, const, and var. In our examples, if you notice, I use let age equals to 25. I am using let as the keyword to define or declare rather the variable age to keep the value 25. That makes sense, right? So var, let, and const, each of them have their use cases and their differences. Var is not recommended because it's kind of like the oldest and it's not recommended for in modern JavaScript. And we have let. You use let when you want to declare a value that you are going to change. When you want to declare a variable whose value is going to be changed over time. And you use const for like a constant, a variable or a value that will not change. Again, if you're not going to change your value, then you use const. But if you intend to change it, you use let. The differences are still a little bit in depth, but we're just briefing it here. So like I said earlier, whenever you declare a variable and you call that variable, JavaScript automatically interprets it into the value that is in it. For example, let's come to our console here and let's declare let age equals 25. And let our name equals Alice, and let student equals true. So we have declared these variables, right? And we put values in them. So if I call age, you see, JavaScript automatically tells me that age is 25 because I have declared it and JavaScript has saved that, right? If I call name, JavaScript automatically tells me that my name is Alice, right? And if I call is student, because I have declared the value inside that variable, whenever I call that variable, I get that value. I get true. Recap, values are the actual data in your code, while variables are the containers or box that hold this value. And yes, you can declare variables with 3 major keywords that JavaScript provides: var, let, and const. Each of them have their unique characteristics, unique use case. Don't forget, var is not recommended. So on a reasonable level, you have to choose between const and let. I believe you now know the meaning of JavaScript values and variables, the differences, how to declare JavaScript variables, and how to keep values in them. Anyways, my name is Bemi. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notification bell for more tech and coding content. Drop a comment. See you in my next video. Bye.